Good morning, YTPC. Philly Piper Mike here. It is Friday, August 27th. Currently 75 degrees, going up to 90. Today, I am smoking my matches 860 pipe. The Friday Savinelli. I don't even know what. Let me see if I can figure out what number it is. I can't. I'm probably gonna have an accident trying to do this, but 148 at an 860. And in it, of course, I'm smoking what else? Haunted Bookshop. And to be quite honest with you, I don't know why it never dawned on me to do this before. Like, I smoked this pipe in this blend. Usually I smoke it, after work or like after dinner. I mean, obviously I don't always smoke it on Fridays. I'm not as committed as my friend Miguel is, who smokes his Friday Savinelli with Haunted Bookshop every Friday in honor of John and Harden. And the reason, I can't say that I don't like Haunted Bookshop. It's actually a pretty good blend. If I'm being 100% honest, I prefer Pegasus a little more. I don't know if there's more Perique and less Burley. I forget what it is, but to my taste buds, I feel like Pegasus has less rough edges than Haunted Bookshop. I'll do Pegasus on Monday. That's what kind of got me. That's how it popped into my head. I was watching. I think it was Hobbiton Piper. I think he just did a review on Pegasus. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I was scrolling through it before I went to bed, and I saw that it popped up. I saw his, the couple clips of it. I was like, oh yeah, Pegasus. I forgot about that. And then I was like, oh, I hadn't done that yet. And so I was like, oh, maybe I'll do Haunted Bookshop. And I just happened to open my drawer, like one of my pipe drawers that I don't usually go into that much because I wanted to pick a pipe I hadn't smoked recently, and lo and behold, there was the Friday Savinelli staring at me right in the face, and it was like, it's meant to be. It's Friday Savinelli, Haunted Bookshop. There you go, John. The reason I like Haunted Bookshop personally is because of the Perique flavor I get from it. It does, it is a strong burley. It is burley forward. It's a strong burley blend. But having that good dose of Perique, that like sourness that you get from the Perique is why I like it. Same thing of Pegasus. But this is a blend that I kind of have to be in the mood for, or like I prefer to smoke it after I eat a good meal after dinner. It's a good blend for that. And if it wasn't for matches, I probably would never have an author shaped in my collection. I don't prefer short, wider bowls. I'm more of a narrow, deep type of guy for my flakes. It's nice to have one of these, you know, if you're smoking an aromatic or, you know, a burley blend. I had one of these years ago. It was the Roma version, not the Roma Lucite. And they smoke great. I mean, they're great smoking pipes. I always liked the Lucite stem, you know, on these Friday Savinellis. It actually kind of reminds me. This is what the Savinelli, the St. Nicholas Savinelli pipe that I ordered, the 616. It's like this type of Lucite, but it's green. It's like a green and silver swirl, which really drew me to it. But yeah, those are the two blends that or, you know, what I can compare this to is Pegasus. It's I think they're the exact same blends, just a little different proportions. It's funny. One of my friends' dads growing up, neighbors around the corner from me, he always smoked a pipe. He was one of the first like guys that I always remember just smoking a pipe. He's been smoking a pipe for 30 years, and I ran into him. Actually, his sister was dropping her car off at the shop, and he was smoking his pipe, and I asked him. I was like, "Hey," I was like, "I know you smoked a pipe forever. Yeah, what do you smoke?" And he's like, "Well," he's like, "I usually smoke Carter Hall or Prince Albert." He's like, "But it's been hard to find lately. You know, so I haven't been smoking as much, and you know, my wife likes that." And I was like, "Oh," and I explained to him why. For a while, it hadn't been available. He had no idea. I mean, he's just like your typical codger, man. Just like probably smoking the same Dr. Graybo pipe for 30 years, and when he burns one out or smokes through it, he just buys another one. He's probably never smoked anything other than Carter Hall and Prince Albert. Those are his blends. That's what he smokes. Doesn't think anything about it. Just packs them and puffs them. He's a true codger. I always wondered, like, how, like, I mean, I'm assuming the overwhelming majority of people throughout the last 50, 60 years, say 70 years, have smoked a pipe, have been that exact guy. Just, you know, my great-grandfather, the reason I started smoking a pipe. I'm not sure what tobacco he smoked. I tried asking my great-aunt and uncle, and, you know, they weren't sure. You know, they didn't pay attention that much. And my great-grandmother, obviously, or my grandmother had passed, so, you know, they might have known, but... And, you know, but it was the same thing. He smoked whatever blend it was. That was his blend. He wasn't smoking Virginias. He wasn't smoking vapors. He wasn't, you know, folding stuff in. He wasn't doing what we do, or most of us do. You know, he didn't have tobacco acquisition disorder. He didn't have pipe acquisition disorder. He just bought a pipe at the drugstore, bought a tobacco, found the one that he liked, and smoked it. And that was that. And I can't help to think that, like, 70, 75% maybe especially back then. I would assume it's even more so, but that's what the the American pipe smoker was. It was just, and I'm sure over in England it was like, they smoked Clan, maybe they smoked St. Bruno just because that was, they didn't have half and half or Carter Hall or Prince Albert, Velvet, I would just love to know like what the figures on that would be. But I would have to say that this haunted bookshop to me is like the new age codger type of blend, where there's guys that I know on the YTPC that that's what they smoke. John was smoking the majority of the time. He was smoking haunted bookshop. I know Cane Rod, he loves his haunted bookshop. There's a lot of guys like that they just love what they like, and that's it, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. Actually makes life a lot more easier. That's what I'm trying to do, but I'm doing it with like bulk blends. I feel like the older I get and the more I smoke a pipe, the more refined and smaller my selection gets. And I say that, and if I ever do a cellar video, you'll be like, yeah, okay, sure, dude, your cellar's really narrow, let me tell you. But I'm working towards that. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I bought when I was buying everything that I could, it used to be a lot worse. It used to be a lot wider. And I'm focusing on like deepening the blends that I smoke. Like every week I smoke, every day I smoke them. Solani 633, Capstan Gold, HH Pure Virginia, Amphora Virginia, Orlick, and all that stuff. And I kind of messed up too. I had meant to. I have a good amount of London Flake from Peretti. It's one of my favorite vapors. And I meant to order like another pound of Boston slices, and I had it in a cart and everything. And over the weekend, and I went back to I didn't order it for whatever reason. And then I signed in like a couple days ago, and I popped back in, and everything in my cart was gone. I had like a pound of Boston slices. I had some of the St. James, some of the RTCR, I think it is, or RCTR, whatever it is. So a lot of that's, so then I was like, I tried to remember what I got. So I put another pound of London Flake in, ordered it, and then like I went to go pack a pipe, and I was like, oh crap, I'm like I didn't mean to order London Flake. It's perfectly fine. I mean, I'll sell her another pound of London Flake. Nothing wrong with that. But I wasn't trying to order that. I wanted to order another pound of Boston slices because I am low on Boston slices. So not the end of the world, but definitely wasn't what I was trying to do. So I'm gonna have to order a pound of Boston slices, because that's one of my favorite Virginias. I don't know what it is. I love it. It's delicious. I did order a pound of, like I said, the Peter Stokkebye Navy Flake. I love that as well. But anywho, just a reminder, guys. I haven't really heard anything else about anybody wanting those pipes, so I'm gonna post them up. If I don't hear anything by today, I am gonna post them up on eBay. So again, if you haven't seen, I have some pipes for sale. If you want to go back, and I think it's a couple videos ago, and see what I have available. Some Costellos, some are DJs. Yeah, I would love to see them go to somebody, a subscriber or somebody that that's in the YTPC, which I would think most people that buy pipes are, but I'm sure there's plenty of pipe smokers out on eBay that aren't. So anyway, I'm at work, guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Here's to matches, the Friday Savinelli. Hope to see you all on the virtual pipe club tomorrow. if you haven't hopped over there into the Zoom room, give it a shot. I think you'll really enjoy it. And then you'll be one of those weekly, it's one of the things I look forward to the most. I just, I put the girls down for a nap, go out on my porch, and I get to spend a couple hours just chatting it up and smoking some pipes and drinking some coffee. It's a nice relaxing time. So anyway, guys, have a great weekend. I'll talk to you in the next one. Ben, if you're watching, I hope you feel better. I hope you're feeling better. And I will talk to you on Monday. Remember, guys, the left lane is for passing. See ya.